What's going on, gamers? It's a very big man here, and this is a little intro I made. Let me know, leave a comment, let me know how it is. I know it's not the best, but I got a team deathmatch for you on Modern Warfare 2 on Estate. I joined this game late, and every time I join a game late, I always hit B twice to figure out how bad we're losing or if we're winning or not. And we were losing by, what, 20 some odd kills, and I decided to play anyways. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about the gameplay and a little bit about why they call me Jake. As you can see where I just spawned, I normally don't like to go in that building at all, but they had Harrier up, and they attack helicopter had just come in, so I decided to come up here, see if I could get some people. I got one person. And then I could hear people running around down below me here in a minute, and that's why you're going to see me just kind of camp this spot out for a minute. But let's get it back to why they call me Jake. So it's kind of a funny story. It's not really long or too interesting, but this guy that I had known him for about a year, and like we never really hung out though. He was more one of those friends that you would say hi to if you saw him out on the street, go out and talk to him, maybe have a beer with him or something, you know. Then one night a friend of ours was throwing a party at his house, and we were sitting there just talking, and we knew each other's names and stuff, but he's at the beginning of the night, he's like, I'm going to get drunk tonight, and I'm not going to remember your name, so I'm going to just call you Jake because you look like a Jake. So not that long of a story, kind of funny, but I was like, alright, that's cool, I really don't care what you call me. So he started calling me Jake, and then all my friends started calling me Jake, and that night that I got that nickname. My nickname's Jake now. People make variations of it. They call me Adam Jake or Jake Adam or whatever the hell they want to call me. I really don't care what they called me as long as they had fun. But this guy right here, I just got a headshot on him, and since I use akimbo pistols, people have always said that I use rapid fire mods to fire them really fast, and I don't need to, really. I know a lot of people they don't really need to use them, but they choose to, and the people that decide to use rapid fire mods, they should just quit the game because it just ruins it for other people. You having to cheat to get better at the game. It's ridiculous that how many people actually have rapid fire mods but won't actually admit it. Like there's this guy, he fired his FAL like a freaking mini Uzi and won't admit that he used a rapid fire mod. I'm like, you can't fire a FAL clip in a quarter of a second and not be using a rapid fire mod, but he just kept sticking to it, so I said, whatever, I really don't care about it that much, but I tend to report people that use them just because they're cheating. It's just like cheating to me anyways. It's not as bad as like modding to, you know, unlock everything or something like that, which I really don't mind about like a challenge lobby, which is what they call it. But it's one of those things that if you need to use it, you can't be that good at the game. But everything that I've unlocked is all legit. I have over 2,500 kills with the Scar, the UMP, just like everybody else, the Intervention, and the Barrett 50 cal. And I was playing on Wasteland not too long ago, and I had gotten my 1,000th headshot overall with the Intervention, and it was my 1,000th kill for just this prestige. And I know some people are like, oh, that's it? You only had 1,000 headshots? That's it? Well, I don't care. I don't normally go for headshots, and it might just be because I don't quick scope, as I've said before, but I just don't care. It's not that big of a deal for me. It's just something I thought that was kind of cool. It happened at the exact same time. And if you just noticed that I just used my Predator missile, my kill streaks that I've forgotten to tell you about at the beginning are the ones from my first video, the 579 Predator missile, attack helicopter, stealth bomber, and I just get one of each, unlike my first video where I got 3 of everything, which was cool. But I ended up missing that guy, then I got him right there. And I'm just trying to decide where to put the stealth bomber because I can never get it to go in the house exactly. And right there's my title and emblem. I used the heart and then the EMP logo. And pay attention here for just a second. If you watch me reload this, you'll see me double tap Y as soon as the bullets show up. And then this kill right here is one I wanted to talk about because I love doing that kill. A lot of people would probably claim wall hacks or whatever on it, but if you look just right, you can see the people walking out there. It's a lot easier if you're using a thermal scope though, but I don't like using thermal scopes just because I don't like how it looks when I'm looking down the scope. So, and this is one of my favorite spots on estate. I hardly ever go in the house unless I spawn in there. So I'm usually hiding behind this truck, and it's a little head glitch spot. But I know how a lot of people don't like head glitchers, but it's a nice spot. You can see a lot, and when they have the house, it's just awesome. But last kill coming up right there. I almost had him. My final score is 17-1. Don't forget, comment, rate, subscribe. Love you guys. See ya.